Alrighty. I'm ready to roll.
All right, guy.
Hey,
Well, chat, welcome to the first ever Entertained IRL podcast. I
it's
am
exciting.
Black Wall Street. Go by Sam. This is BS Ghost. Right, guy.
What's up, guys?
So, Ryan and I have been shooting around this idea to start a podcast a long time, and we finally got off our asses and did it. And here we are. So
I'm still on my ass.
True.
Just
I
want
know,
to
look
throw
at
that
this.
out
I'm
here.
standing right now.
Look at this beautiful chair.
Straight
Look at
left.
that.
Like, that's our official sponsor, by the way.
Streamlabs, if you're watching, please.
Yeah. Please get us.
Good product.
So what we're going to do with this podcast, and again, it's going to grow over time, but what we're going to do to start out is video games, things that affected our lives and how they impacted us, things we love. And one of those video games is Destiny 2. We have been in love with this game for the last, 11 years now, Ryan?
Oh, I mean, yeah, since day one.
Yeah.
I've been playing it right from the launch.
And what we didn't start till Destiny 2, right? You and I gaming together?
Yeah, we actually started kind of deep into Destiny 2. I think it was the Beyond Light campaign when you and I actually started gaming together a little bit.
Yeah. So again, a game that has impacted us both. Again, it's been some of the greatest memories that I can recall. Late nights, raiding, frustrating, good times. We have a good group of guys that we raid with and play with all the time. So we really thought that this would hit home to start out our talking points here. We'll have other games that we talk about as well. Nothing's off the table. Again, it's called Entertain, IRL, Gaming, and Beyond. So, hell, we might even do some tier list on here because we talked about that before as well.
Tears and beers, baby.
Tears and beers. But, Rye, do you have anything else you want to add here, big dog, before we jump in?
No, I'm just super excited. Again, the main premise of this is Sam and I are kind of thinking, hey, this is conversation that we normally have. Why not invite everybody else into it?
Exactly. Good deal. Well, then let's get into it, all right? Rye, player count. We're slummed right now. It's a little tough for Destiny. Power reset. In response to this, now Bungie has reversed their previous announcement to reset power. Now in Renegades, you're going to stay at 550. How you feeling?
With their power grind and like how they plan to reset, I really don't think the player base is being affected by that too much. Like the overall power grind, sure. Do you want to be reset every time there's an expansion that comes out or anything like that? No, but I think people took to the reset at the beginning of Edge of Fate pretty well. Like it's a new thing to grind out. You're not at max level. Kind of makes you feel a little squishier in a way. But overall, I think the player slump is just bigger issues in the background with content releases. Maybe some stale content, but also I think people just want the game to fail a little bit. I mean, you and I have talked about that before where it's just whatever they do, there's 5 things that people can complain about instead of looking at the one thing that's positive. Like,
absolutely.
What are your thoughts?
So again, I'm actually having a lot of fun with Edge of Fate update. Now again, does it have its issues? Yes, nobody's denying that. There are some things that need to be fixed, especially the lack of content. That was a big miss on their part with the portal, which again, we're going to jump into that then. But I took the element of the power grind out of it. Again, I was just playing, I was having fun, and I work a full-time job. I'm a dad, and I was still able to hit max before Ash and Ire came out, where they upped the power level.
Sure.
I didn't have a problem with that, but I can understand it can be frustrating for other people that might not have even as much time as I do. Again, I think them rolling back is helping community say, hey, they are listening to us at some point. Let's see what else they can throw in here. Again, my biggest thing is just the loot drops were tough in the portal. You were only getting +1 at times.
Yeah.
That was tough. So again, and they already addressed that. They made change to the portal. They're dropping higher levels. I was reading on X the other day that somebody went from 408 to 480 within like 10 hours. That's a good change for people that don't want that consistent grind. So, yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll be
Here's
interested.
the thing with that. I think that, like you said, it's a really good change that they're implementing. I think it helps some people out. But the community really has to acknowledge that there are positive things going on before they just tear apart all the little ones.
Yeah.
Because this is just going to tear the game apart. You're going to keep seeing player drops because if I'm a new player trying to get into Destiny and all I see is state of the game, it's so bad.
Yeah.
What benefit do I have to trying out that game? Absolutely none. All you see is veterans from D1 just kind of crap talking the game, and that's where we need to come together as a community and just be like, hey, you know what? Let's give Destiny some feedback. Let's give Bungie some feedback saying, hey, here's what you're doing well. Because if all they're hearing is negative feedback, you're not going to get these power cap changes. You're not going to get things like, we'll segue into it, but the unstable core system, like they need to hear from the player base.
Let's go. Get them out.
Get them.
Get them out.
Get them out. What are your thoughts on some unstable cores?
They're dog shit.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I was struggling. I was broke as a joke. Now, again, I'm somebody that likes testing different builds. And I think the people that were testing different builds were the ones that were struggling with this the most. People that just log in, upgrade 3 guns, upgrade 1 set of armor, and didn't care about anything else, they were okay. That's why they're like, oh, I got 600,000. Like, I'm not worried about it. Okay, that's cool, but I play Destiny because I want to do the builds. I want to try out different weapons. I like using my arsenal of vault items that I have in there. That's why it's at 600. I know the haters are going to be like, you don't need that many guns. Well, too bad. I collect shit. Ask as the Cross. He does the same thing. That guy has everything maxed out.
Yeah, I mean, he was the one that really pointed out the flaw at the beginning of the season where it was like he was running the numbers and came up with some figure 400 some pieces of armor or weapon breakdown just to fully upgrade a set from like base to max level. I mean, how many times are you trying to pull something from your vault that you haven't used since last season, level 10, and now you have to blow 11,000 cores just to get it to some sort of level where you can use it?
Good facts. And yeah, I'm so glad that Bungie addressed that. And again, they gave everybody the 777,777 till the next patch, I believe they said, and then they're going to remove it, which is great. Again, we have so many different currencies in Destiny. That has always been a pain point of mine. It's just like, why do we have so many? We literally got rid of legendary shards to bring in unstable cores. Why?
It's Glimmer,
Glimmer, and enhancement cores. Just do that. I don't care. Hell, as many strange coins as I get every fucking week, put them in there. I don't care.
2 upgrades. Give us more Glimmer cap. Give us more strange coin cap.
Yes.
500,000 Glimmer is something I can earn immediately, but then I burn through it immediately.
Yeah. And strange coins, what? 199 is the cap?
199, and you get that playing 2 rounds.
Yeah. Make it 999, and then let it stack like everything else does. Again.
Or if you really want to be cutesy, make it 777.
There you go, Bungie. That's your number. Use that.
You can take that idea. Free charge.
Yeah. We're not going to charge you for that. But remember that. But yeah, again, very good change. Thank God. I'm ready to see. Again, Bungie just came out with a long list of updates, and it looks like it's heading in the right direction. So, again,
agreed.
I'm always going to be hopeful. What do we got here? We got Portal. All right, Rod, you started us off here, baby.
I mean, the first thing I have, Armor 3.0. Huge change that came of Edge of Fate. Revamped the armor system. Yep. Very highly anticipated because old armor system, kind of stale. You could run the same exact armor set over and over and over. You didn't need to do it.
Which we did.
Now we finally have something to grind out for. What are your thoughts on it so far?
I like Armor 3.0 because I'm going to use a different game to comparison here. Gives me a lot of Division vibes because what did they have? They had set bonuses. They had specific stuff that you wanted to run and you wanted to get that gear. I really like it because this gives them an opportunity to freshen up each season. Let's say, I think you and I were talking about this. What if one of the raid sets were you gain an additional revive?
Sure.
If you have 2 pieces on, maybe that's 2 of an ambitious perk for 2. Maybe it has to be a full set of 4. But this really sets a segue up to what else can you do with this? I like the fact that the level tier 5 guns have like different patterns and stuff like that as far as like
Hmm.
effects. That was good. Um, Again, I dabbled with it. I find myself falling into the same thing right now because I think there's just not that much variety of sets yet. But like with Call to Arms, I'm not sure if they're gonna add anything. Festival, maybe they'll add something. Um, but again, we got what the raid, we got Crucible, and we got Vanguard. I'm not sure if Trials has anything that's specifically different. I didn't really look because I haven't been
Yeah,
playing
Trials
Trials.
has their own armor sets too. So
Do you know if they have different perks or is it just the same as
yeah,
PvP? Okay, so yeah, again,
yeah, the Trials sets do have unique perks. I think they are focused more on PvP, like the Crucible ones, but they
yeah,
are unique to Trials.
that's good. Again, I'm enjoying it. I think it was a good change. Again, shit, I was running the same build for the last however many years up
Hmm.
until final shape, and no, it's a welcoming change for sure.
I agree. I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate, and it kind of goes into our previous point. I don't think the rollout was as smooth only because of the unstable core system. I think that
Right.
they rolled out a system that really encouraged people to come up with a whole bunch of different builds. But then when you have an unstable core system where it's impossible to actually use them, it
Yeah.
really limited how much people could experiment if they're just like nightly gamers, weekend gamers like you and I. If
Yeah.
you have Astacross or any of your other big streamers, sure, they were able to get all that stuff done, but I mean, they're gaming 40 hours a week
Yeah.
and still struggling to get to that. So
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be something that you can flush out a little bit more here moving forward now that they updated that system.
Yeah. As far as my thoughts on the portal changes, again, I enjoy the portal. It's something quick I can get into and get right at it. I think the
Mm-hmm.
biggest miss for them was the lack of content. Again, we should the portal literally should have rolled out maybe next expansion, which I don't think it has a name yet besides Behemoth. I think that's when it should have rolled out because then they could have had, you know, reprise raids in there, old raids. Man, I would really love to see Leviathan come back and get those.
Oh,
Like,
that'd be great.
um, and again, I think this comes down to they're using a lot of resources to do, like, for example, the Festival Loss. We're getting that 6-player activity. Again, it's an activity that's already built in to the game, but we're getting the 6-player matchmake version of that, and guys are wasting a lot of resources for something that's only going to be there for 2 weeks. Now, again, if this slaps and people are having fun, I hope Bungie sees that and they're like, you know what, staying around. That's
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to get to. Is like when people are enjoying content, it just needs to stay. And dude, 6-player activities coming to Destiny. Again, we raid all the time. We love when we have 6 people in a group. That is fun. It keeps us coming back. Again, we've been raiding pretty much every weekend except for like the last 2 because Battlefield came out. We got Arc Raiders this weekend, but it was keeping us entertained because we were able to play with our friends. We were able to have fun. So I want to keep seeing that. But yeah, I do miss the map at times. I will say that because it is beautiful. And I think maybe they could have laid something out like down at the bottom of the map where it could have been like, hey, here's a portal, solo ops, PvP, strikes, raids.
Right. Like they streamlined it a little bit, but it
Yeah,
still feels somewhat clunky in a way.
yeah,
I completely agree with like the stagnant activities being like the biggest issue. I think that's been Destiny's issue here for a little bit, but like for you to get any sort of power grind out, you're running the same activity 20 times in a row.
yeah,
Like solo ops when those first came out.
yikes.
You're running Caldera 5 million times in a row to get 60 C rolls on Mint Retrograde, and then you're throwing your hands up in the air going, what the heck?
Like, oh my god.
But the solo ops I think were a really good addition because it's a quick drop in, do your thing, get out.
Yeah,
The variety I think is where it needs to improve in.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. What we got here? We got upcoming content and roadmap. So we have a roadmap that's being worked on by Bungie. DMG has tweeted out multiple times now, like, hey guys, I know you guys are anxious for this. We're just trying to set some dates. And you know what? I see people giving them shit that like they're like, we want this now, we want this now, and I get it. We want information as Destiny fans. We want it. But this is a time where I think as long as he's being transparent, like guys, we have stuff, We just need to really hammer down dates, because the only thing that's going to make us even more upset is making promises they can't keep. So they rush this thing out, and it's just like, well, guys, we're not going to meet this mark. Well, guys, we're not going to meet this mark. I'd rather just take your time a little bit, still be transparent on X, and be like, hey, guys, this is what's going on. This is why it's taking long. That transparency, I believe, goes a long way. Again, there's haters are going to hate. We know this. People are going to be upset. But again, Destiny, Bungie is a company that, again, I love and I want to see succeed. Take your time. Get it right. Don't backtrack.
Yeah, I think with that, like, it comes down to just good workplace etiquette. Like, you see that in any company. Good communication is staple number one that you need to have. So I think that in the past, lack of communication, lack of visibility to the player base is really what kicked them in the butt. Really being transparent with where they're at with things, where the delays are, if things are coming out, what's coming out. I think that's where you kind of rally behind that type of communication. Whether it's good or bad of what you're hearing, communication is still good as a whole.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the stuff that they're announcing. I think that hopefully we'll see more and more dropping as the years go on, as the months go on. I think this is a very good start for what seems kind of like a revamped system that they have going.
Yeah. No, I would agree, man. And again, they just added I have noted here, the 300 catch-up power to the boost. So people that might have left, they're coming back, but hopefully getting that 300. And again, the grind is so much easier. So much easier. So hopefully this will really get people in. And again, people that waited and say, hey, you know what? The grind's not for me. They're going to benefit from this change. And they're going to be like, all right, sweet. So we'll see how that goes. Again, they got it. Bungie needs to build trust with the community right now. The 300 power cap, or the 300 level boost there, catch-up mechanic, the unstable core change, like, these are things that people want to see. Let's keep going in that direction. So again, with the roadmap, I think they're going to help nail out some more of that.
I agree.
All right. What we got here, big dog? You want to state of the game? Take us off.
Oh my god. State of the game. Let me tell you, the first thing that we're going to be covering is just things that we want to see improved. And I've been waiting to talk about this for like the last 2 weeks, just to go over some of these ideas, because I would love to hear what you have.
Dude, my list is so long.
I was about to say, as soon as I heard this, I was like, oh my gosh, we'll be able to have a 5-hour podcast off of this. But I'm going to cop out and choose a really easy one for my very first thing I want to see: 12-man raids. I think that Excision was that one thing where it's like, okay, we proved that we can do some 12-player activities. Granted, super short mission, but they at least tested the waters with it.
Absolutely.
It's time. It's time for us to really dig in, see exactly what they're able to do with raid mechanics, with puzzle mechanics. I mean, the last couple raids puzzle-wise have been insane for people to figure out. I could only imagine what they could do, or the viewership you're going to get on a world's first when you have 12-man teams.
Hell yeah.
When you see big streamers like Aztecross and Datto linking up with their fire teams and trying to go at this for world's first, like, that would be amazing.
Wow, that is a good one. I didn't have that one on my list. That is a good ass ad.
Yeah, I mean, like, and for those OGs that were able to exploit the glitch, there was that time where you could get 12 people in a raid. So even without the mechanic in there, it has been proven to be possible.
Yeah, and that, again, let's go back to this again. Bungie, if people are having fun in your game and it's broken a little bit, but it's not causing any harm, let people have fun. Let it break.
Spoiler alert. That's going to be a lot. That's on my list. Fun factor. That's a big one.
Yeah. That is a good one. I'll start with mine here. So again, this isn't anything new, but I want the Nightfalls and GMs back. They took it out of the portal.
Yes.
I want Grandmasters back. The Conquest thing was like, all right, you do this, you play it once, so be it. Dude, I miss... How many times did we do Grandmasters and we just got absolutely destroyed and we're like, shit, let's rebuild, let's go back. Yeah.
Anybody watching this, if you've done the Mars Heist Battleground on Grandmaster difficulty, if you don't agree that that's not the hardest Grandmaster that was ever out, you're stupid.
Yeah.
And you're wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, dude, that is painful. I'm trying to think what other one was very painful. I mean, there's a bunch, but
the Battlegrounds were bad. I I forget the name of the strike, but it's the one where you have to sit on the plates where the Scion's in the middle. That one on Grandmaster was rough because of all the
Man.
Cabal that rush you.
Yeah, what is that one? Oh my gosh.
It's all, yeah, it's all Cabal, and then at the very end you have those 3 plates that you have to capture to break the guy's shield.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm
Uh,
drawing a blank on the name, but yeah. But no, that is something I would like to see come back to the game. Again, nothing new, but man, I do miss GMs.
uh, Second thing I have, I want some crazier effects for some exotic weapons. I'm taking this right out of a page for Borderlands. I think legendaries and Borderlands have their own kind of staple to them.
Yeah.
Again, Borderlands is not the same game as Destiny, not trying to make the comparison, but they have a lot of elements that they share. One being tier systems, exotic loot, things like that. I think that a very good example of Destiny doing a fun exotic weapon is Outbreak Perfected.
Yes.
I think that's a cool, unique pulse rifle. It has the little SIVA nodes that come out and they can damage people. I want to see more of that. I don't want to see a Mida that just happens to be like a meh gun.
Yeah.
I don't want to see all these legendary shotguns that don't really do anything. Legend of Acreus. When's the last time anybody used that?
Yeah. Not only when it was broken.
Yeah, I mean, like, this falls into that fun factor area where it's just like, lean into your lore, lean into your universe. Like,
Yeah.
don't make it so meta heavy, don't make it so build heavy. Let the players have fun. When you're coming out with Telesto emblems because you know your exotic's broken,
It's broken.
do that. Do more of that.
It just breaks your game all the time. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, don't break your game,
Yeah,
but
don't
like
break your
do
game.
more of that.
What is it? The new axe is actually pretty fun. Again, it gives you that idea of like oh my gosh, an outbreak. Build
Yeah.
up the you build up the charge and you hit it, and then the Siva swarm comes around and like that's cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
But Jade Rabbit, not sweet. Doesn't
I
do
tell you
anything
what,
for me.
I'm not gonna hate on Jade Rabbit because you know what? I two tapped a lot of people in the damn head back in the day in trials.
I won't, but like at least make bunny ears pop out of the things every time you get a headshot. Like, do something.
Give the dead body bunny ears. That's what I want to see.
Oh, like a grunt birthday party effect. That would be amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 All right. So what is it here that I have here? Okay. So world bosses. Why is it when we're in the tower and we're checking our gear, man, why isn't there alerts going off saying, hey, the EDZ big ass boss just landed of Guardians of the Tower, like, oh shit, let's go get this. Again, how awesome would that be? I played World of Warcraft, my favorite game of all time, by the way. World of Warcraft, love it. Again, they have open world bosses. Like, I want to see that. I want to be able to go out into the wild. Again, this gives a reason for you to go back to old planets too. Again, we don't go back to old planets, especially now with like the portal changes. Like, you just go in the portal and you go. But man, this would draw people back to the older content, the older places, like planets. And I want make it 16 to 24 guardians. I don't care. Make that boss so hard that like you can't beat it on the first try. It's miserable.
Just this massive bullet sponge.
Yeah, I don't care. Like something so fun. And this was the selling point that I had here. Let me bring it up here. We should add a different tier of gear to this. So again, we have rares, legendaries, exotics. Let's get another tier here, okay? And this could be added into the raids. Add that tier in there, and it's a chance to drop out there. It's very slim. I'm talking very slim. But dude, if you get something for people to go out there and do that, they're gonna show up every single time those alarms go off in the tower and say, shit, there's a world boss. Let's go get him. And then you roll up with 20 guardians, and here you go. It's a hell of a fight. Make it last 25 minutes. I don't care. If it's something fun and new, I don't care. I would love to see world bosses.
They have the tier system already built in there. They already have the upgrades with the levels 1 through 5 tiers. Like, if they don't want to do something super hard, they already have that system set up. But I completely agree. I actually had the note here.
Nice.
Just more instance content.
Yep.
Like, lean on your open world. You guys spend so much time build crafting all these wondrous planets. I'm still a sucker for Titan. I thought that was one of the coolest environments.
Yeah.
And then something happened that we call sunsetting. We'll talk about that.
Yikes.
But like, that's a great, like you said, awesome chance to just go back to old planets, get people together, actually have them raid as a community.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
With that, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna add to this point here real quick. When I say we're gonna add another tier, this might be a hot take, and I get it that they have to sell a battle pass. Remove the exotics from the battle pass. Sorry. Make them fun to get again.
Do you think it's too easy?
I think it's way too easy.
Okay.
What was your favorite gun that you got to drop from Destiny 1?
Favorite gun that I mean,
favorite and first. It doesn't matter. Just what?
No, I mean Gallahorn.
Yeah.
By far.
Absolutely. If you miss Xur that first weekend, or I think it was second, you were shit out of luck, and you had to hope
up until Rise of Iron
and pray to the RNG gods that you got this thing to drop. And we grinded nightfall after nightfall after raid just to get this thing. You know how many times I went through the Gorgon maze to get the hidden chest to hopefully get that thing? Countless times.
You know how many times you went through the Gorgon maze to hopefully get Vex?
True.
many times. But again, I think that highlights the system.
Yeah.
Right now, raids are fun to do. They're great to go through because you have that chance of that one piece of exotic loot that's not just handed out to you 16 times in a row by Hawthorne every time you run one activity.
Correct. Or like again, I don't want Xur to have this. I want the chase to be there. And unfortunately, I know we're gonna jump a little over the place here, but unfortunately, exotic missions kind of ruin this as well. Because you just get it at the end of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the exotic missions have been some of the best content that we got. Presage, fantastic mission. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Great environment.
Yeah, beautiful. But at the end of it, you knew you were getting Dead Man's Tale.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at least with that system, they had the rolls.
Yes.
So like, it did give you some incentive, but like right now, you're running Presage for exotic missions that give you maybe some tier 5 loot. It's like, why not do something crazy with Dead Man's Tale again?
Yeah.
Give me some DMT for Crucible, baby.
Yeah. So again, maybe they can build the exotic missions, because I would hate to see those go away.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you only go into the exotic mission to get like patterns or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it would work, but I don't like the feeling that I know that I'm going to go into a mission, I'm going to get the exotic right away. I don't like when I buy the battle pass, I know that I'm getting the exotic right away. I want that chase again, even if it's tough. Again, we ran Vault of Glass 64 times for my ass to get Vex Mythoclast. But it was 64 times that we were in the game. We were playing it with our friends and having fun.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of every battle pass now, what's the very first thing you get?
Exotic.
Yep, that season's exotic. Nothing to grind for. It's just handed to you on a silver platter, says, here you go.
Yeah.
So, no, I completely agree. I think that's what makes the game fun.
Yeah.
It was something to grind out for that's not the same piece of rare armor 25 times in a row.
Facts. All right, hit us
I know
with
I
your
said
next.
it before. I know I said it before. We're bringing it up.
Do it.
I need the ability to go back and play old content.
Oh,
Get rid of the sunsetting.
say it louder.
Get it out of here. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, dude.
They spent so much time building up Destiny 2 from the base game. They spent so much time building all these worlds, and then they said, bye.
Yeah.
And the only excuse I get is, keeps the file size down. And Bungie doesn't even have the files for their vanilla Destiny 2.
What are we doing? What are we doing? How do you lose your whole campaign?
You know what WoW did? They made it a whole goddamn game.
Dude, that's the part that's so tough for me. And listen, if it's the old gen consoles, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I am in where I am in my life and I can afford the new stuff. I know that's not the case for everybody, and I apologize. This is not me shooting at you guys. But man, we need to evolve, and things that we love need to keep growing. And if we are being held back because of old consoles, like, that's a tough pill to swallow. It sucks because the game might die and we might not be able to play it at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, though, I think if you set up a system that you could optionally download what you want, you could still support old gen consoles.
Yeah.
You could still say, hey, listen, you have this much storage to work with, you have this hardware limitation. You pick and choose as the player what you want to have. But for people who are upgrading their rigs as time's going on, they're getting the newer gen stuff. Let that option be there as well. Like,
Yeah.
let me download the entire game if I want to play. I don't care if nobody wants to play vanilla Destiny 2. I do.
Yeah.
I want to go through the Red War campaign, or hell, revamp those campaigns and put an exotic at the end of it. Make it something you can grind out. That'd be
Facts.
a great way to get people involved. But like, we should not be removing chunks of the game that made the game where it's at today. It
Facts.
just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And just to segue into that, drop the 2 on Destiny and find a way to incorporate Destiny 1 into Destiny 2. Remove the numbers. It's now Destiny Universe. World of Warcraft doesn't need World of Warcraft 2. It has their expansions. I can go back at any time and play that content. I want to be able to just play Destiny 1 as well. Like for the
I'm going to show them how to do it real quick. So what you do is you take up this, it's called Destiny 2, and then you just go, bam, Destiny.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Take
beautiful.
that idea, Bungie.
It's free. Another one that's free.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I think the game would be, the onboarding experience one would be 100 times better. And I'm not saying that Destiny 1 campaign knocked anybody's socks off, because it didn't. You got left with a cliffhanger. Again, the game probably would have fizzled out pretty fast if it wasn't for Bungie's dedication to like the raids and their 6-player content. And we're gonna keep saying this 100 times because Bungie makes fantastic raids. There is no other game out there that's a first-person looter shooter that offers their level of content as far as raid-wise, the challenging day one races. Nobody does it. First Descendant was a Destiny killer. I tried it. Again, it's fun, but it's not Destiny. What is
That's
it?
where it fails, the end content.
Yeah. Anthem. Anthem could have probably gave it a run for its money.
We don't
But
talk
EA
about
sucks.
that. We don't talk about that game.
EA sucks and let it die. The Division 2, I will say, has been the only game to give Destiny a run for its money because it does have raids. And they have 8-player raids to encourage more people playing together. The problem with it is they have very long droughts of seasons. I think that's where Division stumbles a lot. But again, look at Division. They added something that was way crazier. They had the Dark Zone in Division 1. And I tell you what, I got lost in the Dark Zone for hours when I was playing Division 1. They also had, survival mode. Got lost in that too. Now again, Bungie's making Marathon. That's their take on the extraction shooter. That could be comparison to the survival mode in Division. But man, it sucks that I can't go back and play some of my favorite content. And again, Bungie was doing a good job as far as like adding Volta Glass back in, adding another World's First race for that. Like we got old raid content. I think the last raid that we're missing from Destiny 1 is just Wrath of the Machine. I believe so. Which, again, Bungie, man, people are pulling at your door. They're trying to knock that shit down. I think so.
Here, or your corporation will get burnt to the ground.
I think to get in everybody's good graces, they're gonna wait. This is gonna be their ace in their hole. They're gonna gain some of the trust back. We're gonna get some momentum into Renegades. Renegades is gonna be, I think it's gonna be decent. Again, it's gonna draw people back in because it's a Star Wars theme content. And then,
that sells.
Yeah, that sells. Mid-season, they're gonna be like, guys, we heard you loud and clear. You guys got the dungeon for the mid-season update. Wrath of the Machine. Here you go. We've been working on it. It's out. We'll have the world's first raid. Have fun. Knock yourselves out. I think that alone will, again, start building that trust up. And we got to keep momentum. We got to keep momentum to whatever's coming after this. And hopefully the roadmap shows that.
Issue. The issue is we get a couple good things and it's like we're doing good things back to back. And then there's just that stale period in there where it's not enough to refresh those good experiences.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. It's just We've said it 100 times already. The consistency in the content, the variety in the content just needs to change a little bit.
Yep.
The content itself is good. First time you run anything, you're having a blast doing it. There's no doubting that. But when you have to run it 20 times per week just to keep up with the meta, that's where you start to see those cracks.
Yeah. Again, Menagerie was a 6-player activity. That was a seasonal ad. Fantastic. And they took it away. Again, stop burning content. Stop burning resources for content that's only going to last a season. Keep that shit there. Find a way to incorporate that. Please. You do that, dude, you're going to have so much stuff to play. And again, I think this comes back to, I don't know if they have a way to optimize it. I'm not a game dev, so I'm not going to sit here and talk shit. Is the game not optimized? Is that what the problem is? Is it the old gen consoles? But again, me playing a game like World of Warcraft, it's huge, dude. It's huge. And everything's still there.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, I really hope the changes come.
Yeah. Did I go last or did you go last?
Doesn't matter. What you got?
So this is something that in my opinion, it's a big deal because I think most games have it now. Playtest servers. New World has it. Division has it. Destiny, come on, give us a playtest server. Instead of stuff rolling out broken, let us go in there. We'll playtest it for you, and then we'll be like, oh,
we'll break it for you.
This is broke. The guy that somehow figures out if you shoot Witherhoard up in the air, do 6 cartwheels fucking backwards, and drives your Sparrow into the wall, that guy's gonna find your bugs, okay? And then you can fix them.
The guy who exhausts all his sword ammo, starts jump hitting people, and figuring out you can one-shot Atheon. Like he's gonna be your go-to guy.
Yeah, dude, let us help you. Again, the community's upset. This would be a way to be like, guys, here's the content coming, test it out, try it out, let us know what you like, what you don't like. Let us know if things are broken. And again, this can be a controlled environment where if something's broken, again, let's have fun. Let's go back to that point. Something's broken, but it's not going to affect like Crucible, where again, it is player versus player. If it's just going to be like, hey, you can one-shot Atheon for a week straight. It's event, whatever. We're going to keep it in there for 1 week. Have fun. Go get it. Because you know what? I bet when that sword glitch was broken, I would like to know the numbers on how many people went back to the raids. People that couldn't run it. And they're like, damn, this is hard, but I have this ability to one-shot everything.
What we do that one night when we ran that? Probably like 5 different raids. Just one-shotting Atheon, Crota, going through the new raid. And like, yeah, it's cheesy and all that, but the fact that we already ran the raids and now we can go through it feeling just like overpowered badasses. There's a certain fun factor to that like a test server, you're not getting like legit world's first or anything, but like, let us test it out. Let us have those little fun moments, but it's all to your benefit.
Yeah. X. What you got, Ryan?
All right. This one's kind of tiny, but like it sits really deep in my heart for like a fond memory. I want interactive raid entrances that are like part of the planets.
That is so good. Damn it.
Like Vault of Glass did it so well in Destiny 1, where my first raid team was comprised of like 4 of my buddies and then 2 random guys that just happened to be by Vault of Glass when we were opening it up. Like that's such a cool feeling to be like, wow, this is an actual community that's coming together in raid. No LFG, no Discord servers, just random people that you coordinated with on the planet. That's where Destiny shines the best. I think that, like, imagine you were in the Pale Heart and you actually had to traverse to get into the raid there. Like that would be that'd be crazy. Like you're coming up on the Witness just towering over everyone. That would have been a great example of that. Deepstone. I mean, the entrance to Deepstone is already in Europa.
Yeah.
Why not just make an entrance where you can just have people drop in? It's not like Destiny doesn't have instance loading once you get far enough in there, but like that'd be a sweet area to try to do that with. I think it just helps with their world building. I think it goes back to your point earlier. If you bring people excuses to come to the planets more, you're actually using your content more.
Yep.
Raids, doing world bosses, anything like that, those are excuses to go through the content that you have.
Facts.
Use it.
Dude, what a great call out, Ryan. What a great call out. Again, the first time I discovered Vault of Glass is just cruising around Venus. And I'm like, what the hell are these guys doing? And I was like, oh. I talked to one of my buddies later on that day. He's like, oh, that's the entrance to the raid. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, you can help them claim the plates and stuff like that. I was like, dude, that is awesome. Like, what a great ad. And yeah, I'm with you. And again, I thought we were gonna get something like that for oh my god, which one's Rolk? Valid Disciple.
Oh, Valid Disciple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you land in there and
You have
right.
the giant pyramid ship in the back of the skybox on the throne world, like.
Yeah, you land right in the patrol zone. It's just like, man, imagine if other guardians were there to help you.
The areas are already there, just connected.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to happen. And if I may segue into another one, because it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Just more open world aspects in general. I think like you have what? The Plague Lands, you have EDZ, you have Cosmodrome. Why not just make a world like an Earth open world and be able to have people navigate through that to make your map feel that much bigger? Like,
I like it.
There are transitions that you can put in there, but I think just making the world of Destiny feel as big as it actually is, like one of the things that helps Destiny is not really having like a mini map that's following you through the routes.
Yeah.
You kind of explore a little bit, you can get lost, but in getting lost, you find new things. Expand that.
Absolutely.
That's where it shines the best.
Absolutely. Again, I'm going to give a call back to World of Warcraft. Many times I just ran through the forest when I started first playing that game. I got lost in that game so many times. I'm like, oh shit, how do I get out of here? But again, I was exploring. I was taking the time to enjoy the game, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Again, let me
or maybe this is a hot take. Add an open world element like Destiny. Maybe you have a massive open, or like the Division. You have a massive open world. Maybe you have some of it be like a PvP instance as soon as you walk in there.
Yeah.
Dune did it really well when we were playing through that.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
a giant PvE open world, but here are some areas that if you walk in, you're basically initiating PvP. Put some high level loot in there.
Yeah.
Make it like some crazy bosses that you can either fight the people next to you or you can join up with them to take down a common enemy. Like, that would be cool.
I would love that. Yeah, man. Good call out, Ryan. Good call out. Let's see here. Which one I want to hit next? Okay. Something that Destiny had before was loot specific gear when you go through strikes. Remember Omnigul? What did we grind Omnigul for? She had a specific pulse rifle that everybody wanted. Again, I ran that shit 100 times. More than 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
I helped AA run out a lot of times to run that and get that specific stuff. And then dude, there was one that would drop like specific gear and like specific cosmetics for their strikes. Dude, I would love to see, I have it here, listed here. I would like to see PvE and PvP get its specific gear, kind of like Trials does. Trials has a distinct difference between just a regular Crucible. Make Crucible different than what the Vanguard is, because again, all it is just copy and paste. Again, I know it's going to be a lot of resources, but I'll add into this next point. We need a PvP team and we need a PvE team. We need PvP because again, I don't care about PvP that much, but I know that's what helps keep the game moving. PvP needs some love. They need maps. Get a PvP team in there. Let them build maps. Let them ball out. You know,
what the heck is Gambit?
Yeah, and that's on here too. Give Gambit some love too. Again, I know people are like, Gambit, but what was it? Oh my god, what's the mobile game?
Oh, Destiny Rising.
Jesus, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. They have a better version of Gambit than we do. Like, what are we doing?
Bungie, you let another studio do your stuff better than you do.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. So yeah, give Strike specific gear and weapons. Give us a reason to go play those again, and then maybe it's a low chance on just a regular Strike playlist, but when that Strike comes around for a GM, maybe you bump it up a little bit. Maybe you bump it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Give people a reason to come back there and grind that stuff. Again, don't get me wrong, I loved grinding the GMs before because you got adept weapons. Adepts aren't going to be a thing anymore because we got tiers. But now maybe it's a guaranteed tier 5 when you go in there. Okay, sweet. Like, I want to experience some of that. So definitely some Strike, some PvP. Hell, make Gambit have its own gear. And it did at one point. They had that whole season on Gambit where they had their own variety of gear sets and like different perks for their gear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be honest. Give the Drifter some more FaceTime.
Yes.
The fact that he was a big part of Edge of Fate, great call. Give me
Yeah.
more. Give me more Gambit.
Yeah, especially since we don't have Cade.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. Again, we don't have Cade, but we have somebody that is just as good and as fun as him. And Drifter is that guy. Build it off.
I thought you were going to say Crow, and then we were about to
Crow.
have
Yeah,
like...
Crow. No. Crow. He's like, he's cool now. And Cade forgave him. I never forget.
Hey, sorry I killed all you guys, but like, we're cool.
We're cool though, right? So yeah, I would like to see more variety of that again. I just think it was always fun to grind like Omnigul for that pulse rifle. I can't think of what strike it was, but you got a specific helmet from it. I want more of that stuff. Give me a reason to go back and play that stuff.
I think it kind of sets the location a little bit too. It makes it feel unique.
Yeah.
If you're running like the Glassway or something and it's dropping every single weapon known to man or random armor, it doesn't feel as unique anymore. It doesn't give you that option because you're like, well, why the heck would I do that? I can just run a different strike.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good call out to just be unique.
Yeah. Look at this. We got a comment from old Shawnee here. That I've been
Johnny.
sitting here listening this whole time. I think overall they need to stop listening to the community and give them what they want. I think that's you mean to say they should listen to the community then, Shawnee.
Don't listen to them, but goddamn it, listen.
Go back to doing what they do best. Make new content. I agree, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Again, they need to make new content. Again, I'm not. With that being said, they need to still bring the old content up because if you just keep making new content, you're gonna have a lot of assets that go to waste too. Again, we're in that spot right now. Like, there's no point to run Vault of Glass, but there should be. There should be always a reason to play that. And this isn't on my thing here, but I just thought of it now. Rye, you're kind of new to the World of Warcraft game.
Oh, but man, was I missing out? So much fun.
Yeah. So what WoW does is they do a time lost event. And they say, all right, guys, for this time, go back and run Burning Crusade dungeons. Guess what? You can run Burning Crusades and you get gear to that level.
You and I ran a couple of those
Yeah,
when we were playing
exactly.
WoW last year, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I get to play like the original content.
Yeah.
And it's 8 years later. Like, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Let's do it with the Red War.
Yeah, Red
Let's do
War.
it.
Oh my
Bring
gosh.
it.
Dude, how would you love to play Forsaken all over again?
That's the best campaign, hands down.
Oh man.
It's such a good campaign. However, the fact that I grind that out on 3 characters, maybe not as nostalgic as I might think.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that. I definitely, off subject, I would definitely like the Borderlands system to be incorporated in Destiny. So we beat it through one character, and then you have the option just to automatically skip, not pay for it, Bungie. I don't want to have to pay for it. I already paid for it. I don't want to pay to skip.
Money?
Yeah, again, and I think if you do this stuff, Bungie, that we're talking about, if you put more stuff in the game to reward, and again, I'll give you a call out here and I'll give you a praise. Best of Lost stuff, you gave us an option to earn the gear without paying for it. You give us that option, and I promise you, you add cool shit to the Everest store, more people are going to buy it. I open my wallet every time I see something cool in there. People that don't want to do that are going to do that if you say, hey, there's also a way to earn this in game. People appreciate when you appreciate them.
agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
Shawnee said he would love the Leviathan raids back. I agree, Shawnee. I agree. We still haven't beat it yet. We suck.
I've never even played the Leviathan raid.
So again,
I need my cherry popped.
yeah. Again, we have a solid raid group now, and I think we'd be able to breeze through it now, baby. I think we'd have a hell of a time.
Yeah, I mean, like, the biggest thing with our raid group, just a quick shout out to all of them. Best group of guys, super patient group of guys, but like, just the amount of laughs that we have.
Dude.
Like, I absolutely love that.
Some of my dearest friends, man. Again, I've been gaming with these. Again, Rise, not the newest guy to the group, but he's still fairly new. But shit, Shawnee, I've been gaming with for now, I don't know, 12 years, which is insane. Insane. Aaron, who's not here, Spaghetti. Again, I've been
Rest in
gaming
peace.
with him. Yeah.
No, he's still alive. I
He's
just
still
want
like,
that.
yeah, sorry. I've been gaming with him for like 15 years. It's just like we built a community of friends that love your game and we want to play it nonstop. Bungie, if you make some of these changes and you really focus on your game, I promise you, I probably won't play another fucking game because I won't have time because I'm going to be so invested. And when I commit to something, I commit to something. Again, I spent 20 years of my life on World of Warcraft. I'm still faithful to it. I might take breaks, but I'm still faithful to that game. When there's expansion comes out, I play that shit day one. I enjoy it. I grind it for multiple hours, weeks, months. I will give you that same dedication. And again, I know the haters out there are like, oh, it's a dead game. Bungie sucks. Like, I'm not like that. You guys are in a rough spot right now. You guys are doing some restructuring. I don't think the top down was always the best. Keep Parsons, again, I'm not going to judge his car collection because the guy worked hard for his money. He can do whatever the hell he wants for his money. But you need to invest in your company and make sure it succeeds. Sony, I think Sony was a great company to pick you up because they make story modes and games very well. The part that they suck at is the live version of those games. Let them take the storytelling. You guys take the live aspect. Get it together. Build that content. Sony, please give them some money. I know you gave them a lot already, but give them a little bit more to keep us alive, baby. And I know Astacross says it a lot. I think we're gonna start seeing a turn to Destiny. We're seeing some good things trickle in here. It's like slow drip. Once Marathon's out the door and we see whether that's a bust or a success. If it busts, I think Bungie loses their name. It goes under Sony. Sony takes over everything. If Marathon at least has some sort of success, but still isn't to that Destiny level, I think they start distributing more resources back to Destiny. But at least this game's out the door and it should be minimum to take care of. So that's
Great
my take. Yeah. That is my take.
I wish I could add something to that, but like the cop out is you said it all.
Yeah.
Like we need Bungie to be the original Bungie. We need it to be the one that was pumping out Halo, that put so much care and love into their game and their storytelling. It's still there. Dude. It's covered under $5 million of microtransactions through the Eververse store right now, but it's still there somewhere in the core.
And what do we say? Bungie with their backs against the wall is the best Bungie. Final Shape is a masterpiece because it was a make or break for them. And they came out and they just fucking gone out the park. Cinematically, I think that has to go down as my favorite campaign just because it was that conclusion to the 10 years of us just fighting. And it's like, man, here's this guy that was the big bad. They did so well with the storytelling. The raid was phenomenal. Again, the 12-player activity that came after the raid, phenomenal.
I remember when Final Shape was first coming out, that opening cinematic when you first load into the campaign. You and I watched it and you were like, oh my gosh, this is the Destiny 1 like cover art that they implemented into a game 10 years later. That's insane story building. That's insane planning. And people notice that. Yeah. That is the stuff that gets you noticed. That's the stuff that brings in the fans because it's not just the mechanics of the game. It's not just the PvP aspects, the PvE. It's not the raids. It's not the puzzle mechanics. Yeah. You made a story. How many people watch Bife? How many people watch Astacross just to talk about the game? We're talking about the game because we love the story about it. Yeah. This is where it shines. Do more of that. Yeah. The quick content, sure, it's fine to get some stuff through there, but the story is where it's at. Yeah. Keep that up.
And bring back the mystery. Bring us back guessing. That's why I think I got to put Edge of Fate storytelling like up there. Because it's like, oh, what's going to happen next? The 9 seemed pretty crazy. And that final cutscene with Lodi, I had to sit down because I was so erect. I mean,
I only stand up.
Yeah. Dude, again, Bungie with their backs against the wall is fantastic. And I think the only reason that Edge of Fate got such a bad rap is because the portal came half-baked. The grind was so heavy. And again, I'm not going to sit here and criticize the grind because I didn't mind it. Again, I know it might be harder for some.
Let's give it the respect it deserves. It. The intent was there. Yeah, they did something new. They upscaled some systems. Yeah. Yeah, they could be better, but let's acknowledge the fact that they're trying.
Yes, yeah, and people are always like, well, they got to take risks. They took risks, and then they just got shit on. It's just like, you
Yeah.
guys got to be able to go with the changes. And I experienced a lot of this with, again, I'm going to bring up WoW again. Experienced a lot of this WoW. They changed the talent trees, and they made it very, what they call is retail. And for the casuals, people hated it. And they just kept having to deal with it and deal with it. And then they came out with WoW Classic. And they're like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm not saying Destiny is a classic, but I'm just saying give them an opportunity to fail, but also change it. Like, you got to, the game continues to grow. And if we want it to grow, it's going to have to take some of these hard hits, and we're going to have to learn from them. Again, we're going to have some slumps, but it's okay.
Any game does.
Yeah, any game does. Shawnee, I missed the grind. I hit 550 2 nights. Damn it, Shawnee.
That's some grass.
Yeah. What else you got, Rye?
Oh man, let me tell you, this one is absolutely nothing to do with gameplay, but I'm a big believer if you're going to play good, you got to look good. I want some weapon transmogs.
Like it.
We have an
Sign me
armor
up.
transmog system, which by the way should be free.
Yes,
we should not
every
have
other
to
game
pay for that.
has free transmog.
If I had to grind out for that gear as much as I do, I deserve to hold on to it. Even if you say for do what you do for the what is it? The weapons that you can craft. Every 5 pieces of armor, maybe you can finally get the weapon or the armor transmog for free.
Yeah.
There you go. But weapon transmogs, some of the weapons just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I want a Thunderlord that looks like a Xeno. Let me do it.
Oh, that'd be pretty tough. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, they have all the assets there. How hard would it be to just throw a new skin on a gun? Still keeps the same perks, but it's something that you want to do.
Damn
if
it.
it's the one thing on my screen I actually have to spend time looking at, make that the thing I can see. Armor transmogs don't do anything for me unless I'm looking at my feet.
Facts. What is it here? I have here, and this actually will fall into the improvements. Do you have anything else that you would like to see added, Ryan?
Only other thing I have on here, give me some new races to play. I want Cabal, I want Fallen, I want some Hive.
Dude,
and I want some special abilities to come with them.
Yeah.
I want abilities that are race specific past the point of just like your normal classes.
Yeah.
Like imagine a Cabal naturally has like super high resistance on it because they're super tanky.
Yeah.
Fallen has like crazy mobility on it because they're super slender. They can navigate really well. You can get like wall climbing abilities. Like that would be cool. But I think at this point in the story, they almost have it segued in that would make sense.
Yeah.
Destiny 1, yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Why would you play as a faction that you're warring with? But go to the tower now, you have every single faction minus Hive and Vex that are sitting there. You should be able to play as them.
Yeah, facts. I like that. That's good. Or even outside of that, if that is too tough to add, give us another character to play as other than Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. What else?
Yeah.
What can we bring? I would. Again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here. I would love a dedicated healing class. I know the Warlock gets that kind of rap already because they have the well. But dude, if you want this to be a true MMO, Titans are the tank already. We know that.
Lean into the class.
Yeah. Titans are blockheads. They eat crayons. We know this. Hunters are your DPS. The studs, the 608 greats. That's what they are. Warlocks, they're handicapped training wheels. But we love them.
They're there because you can't do a raid with 5 people, you know?
And again, they get the rap as far as that. But hell, you know what? I'd be cool if somehow the Warlock is like the master class. They can do, tank, healing, and DPS. That'd be fucking sweet. I'd be okay with that. I would like to lean into more of that. That would be sweet.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. Well, what a great topic there. And again, we're going to try to keep coming up with this stuff throughout our podcast here and just, again, exploring the things that we love. And we love to hear from you guys. Just let us know. But we're going to move on to improvements. And again, I'm going to start us out here real quick. And I hope this is a change that they're planning on making. I would really love to see the vendors drop at level or plus for their drops. Give us a reason to grind out Gambit, PvP. Let us grab those engrams from them and let them be worthy.
But
Again,
Sam, are you saying that Hawthorne is only dropping level 200
thank you.
gear?
Yeah, thank you. That brings a segue on to the next one. Hawthorne, you're useless. For God's
It's the
sakes,
bird talking.
please drop me at level gear. Okay. Reward me for playing with my clan. Okay. Give me that. I think there should be, again, let's tie something into that. Let's tie that rarity that I was talking about earlier. You do 50 raids with your clan. You have a chance to get that next rarity.
Mm-hmm.
People want to play with their friends. They want to have a good time. Give me that, please. I'm tired of going to Hawthorne and wanting to drop a bow on her.
Sean, if you're still watching, I feel bad for you because you probably have about 300 engrams right now, and they're all going to be worthless, and you're just going to spend 5 hours breaking everything down.
Shawnee
because
says, I have 170
it's all going
engrams
to be
sitting
like
there.
exactly. But like, how motivated are you to even do anything with them? Because you're going to open every single one up. It's going to be some sort of level 200 gear. Sure, you might get some S rolls out of it, but you probably already have at level S rolls just from running all the activities. So yeah, give me something.
Yeah, and again, I'm glad that she, like, as you level, she drops higher tier stuff to go with your tier. That's great, but it needs to be at level, man. Come on.
I can't even break it down for unstable cores.
Yeah, unstable cores wouldn't have been as bad if I could have broke down Hawthorne's 85 engrams every single night.
A couple mil deep right now. We would have been good.
Oh my god. But yeah, that is an improvement that I would like to see come.
Yeah, I mean, on the side of improvements, I really don't have too much outside of what we were already talking about. I think the biggest ones are really just the content droughts, making sure to have the good pacing. Pacing is everything.
Yeah.
If you're going to have seasons that are lasting 90 days, God forbid 180 days, and you're not bringing out new content in the middle, or at least changing things up, I think upcoming Festival of the Lost, fantastic. They're taking old assets, they're revamping them, they're doing 6-man activities. That is like perfection to a T.
Thanks.
Find a way to do that with some other stuff. You don't even have to create new assets. Reuse the old ones, but come up with new spins on it. Come up with new spins on strikes. Hell, you could take a cop out and just put a couple pumpkins in some strikes and make it like a Halloween event, and nobody would know the difference. Find the pumpkin, shoot it, get like some exotic engrams out of it. I don't care. But do something.
Facts, dude. All right, well, if you don't have too much to add on to this, then I have just one more thing. And again, this comes with Destiny taking the risk to try something new. And I really would like to see a rework to the leveling and gear system. So not the tier 5s and stuff like that, because again, I like Armor Point 3.0. But I want to see, like, remember when Destiny first launched, we had like you level from 0 to like 40. And then you focused on that like additional stat.
Like the light level area after that. Yeah.
So again, I would like to see that come back. Let's do like for a major expansion, it's got to be big. It's obviously resetting everything. Like again, 1 to 40. Then each time we get like a mid-season update or the next expansion, it goes up by 5, whatever. And then you can have that hard reset where you drop it down again. Again, it doesn't matter. People aren't going to be irritated about that. It is what it is. And if people are irritated about that, then I question your ability to play an MMO seriously. Bring that in, and then again, I'm going to bring it up again. WoW has a system where you can enter the content like the dungeons and raids, but you have to do it on like Looking for raid. You enter in that. You do that, you get a couple stat boosts of gear, then you unlock the next difficulty: normal, hard, mythic, heroic, or heroic mythic. Do that. I would love to see that. Somehow incorporate that. Again, it's going to be a change. It's going to be tough, but I would love to see that happen. I
don't even think it would be that tough though, because like they already came up with the world tier system in the latest expansion. Just revamp that a little bit to kind of mixed with what you were saying. There you go. There's your system. It's already worked out.
Yeah. Again, I would love to see something like that. Again, something else that they could tie into that, the leveling system, is reputation. So, again, we used to have factions. They're gone now.
Well, one of them's still around.
Yeah, true. But, like, give us a reason to, like, grind out that stuff. Let us be a faction. Again, like, come up with ways like that to just... and keep people coming back. Again, we are in a content drought as far as that, and we do need a variety of things, and like old stuff needs to be brought up. But getting like a rework would help as far as like the leveling, the gear system. Again, I think the gear is good, but how do we make it more incentive to keep grinding that gear? Because if you just get that gear and you can run everything, it's just like now again, the people's argument there could be like, well, you're gonna lock us out then. It's like, well, no, go ahead, go try Mythic, try it. It's gonna suck for you and you're gonna hate it, but try it. But hey, if you do try it and you do beat it, maybe instead of a 5% chance of getting a weapon, it goes up to 15, 20.
Yeah, that needs to be an improvement, because rerunning the Edge of Fate campaign on the higher difficulties, you're getting
materials,
a harder grind. You're getting way more time that you're actually spending just running the missions. And what do you get for it? A couple materials at the end of it, maybe a tier 1 engram if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, you get like a little bit of loot.
Yeah.
Cool. But how do you reward the players instantly? I'm not a fan of like immediate gratification, but for certain systems that are like that, where you're going to have people run it and it's going to be hard up front, give a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Don't make it such a long grind just to see the fruits of your labor.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know what this looks like, but again, shoot your shot. I mean, again, why not? You got to try. Again, people, you know what you do well, Bungie. You make great raids, and people tune into them to play them when you have World First. You know that if you drop a solid ass storyline, people come and play that. Life makes content out of that. People then watch that content and then want to play the game.
10-hour videos, might I add.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You have so much world building.
Yeah. So just keep going. Keep trying. Keep failing.
You have a core game to lean on. Like, there's no risk in trying something new, because at the very end of the day, you'll still have the same strikes. You'll still have the same missions you can run. Throw something out there. Yeah. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. Best case scenario, it's one of our new favorite activities.
Facts. All right, Rye. The burning question. Is there a need for Destiny 3?
Not if you drop the 2.
Thank you.
I think that, to your point, there might be a need to start really focusing on the next generation.
Yes.
I think that hardware increases, just overall processing that's able to be put in the game with the new Xboxes, the PlayStations, PCs, you can make a bigger game.
Yep.
You can make better assets, you can upgrade graphics. I think that as far as like a fidelity stance, that could improve. But Destiny's already trying to be a live service game. I think they're doing good at it. But I think to get to that great category, or exceeding expectations category, that's where they really need to focus on, hey, how do we really branch out? Not even focus on Destiny 3, but focus on expanding the content we have. Focus on not sunsetting stuff. Make Destiny. Not Destiny 1, not Destiny 3, not Destiny 500.
No, I agree, man.
Just Destiny.
That is exactly what I have in my notes too, man. I was like, I don't think it's needed. Do we need like a fresh start? Should like the Light and Darkness saga closed everything up? Yeah. And I think that they did the episodes right afterwards to try to figure out where they wanted to go, but I wish they would have just like, all right, we defeated the Witness. And again, we left off those episodes with Heresy, which was a banger ass season.
Mm-hmm.
And build off of that, or we shouldn't even did the episodes and we should have just went right into the 9. Hey, that big burst came out, we killed the Witness, and we're sitting there, we're looking at the Pale Heart. Oh shit, what's the 9 doing? What? That's weird. They're coming out of the woodworks now. What's going on? This is the next bad. This is what's gonna happen.
I'd be curious how the player base looks if they would have went that route.
Yeah.
Just completely eliminating those couple areas in there and just going straight into the 9.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a really clean segue, and I think that's where maybe they lost some players, where it just felt messy. Yeah. It felt unfinished, where I don't know if Bungie themselves were really clear in the direction they wanted to go.
Yeah.
But I think Edge of Fate really provided that good direction of, okay, we have story, we have lore, we're back up and firing to what we do well. Yeah. So continue that, but do it well consistently to make sure that you maintain and increase your player base.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what else here? Again, I had on here again what you said: drop old gen consoles, and then again, I don't think it needs to be anything that comes right out right away. Get a small team and have them start working on Destiny 1 stuff. Build it up to what we are now. It's got to change the UI. We got to get all that stuff changed. It's got to be updated to what we are. Get that stuff added in. Like, have a small team, just build that. So what if it doesn't come for a couple more years? But get it into the game. Get everything into the Destiny universe. Because I don't want to see this game only succeed in the video game world. But I would love to see a TV show. Like an anime or something like that. Like something. I don't care. I just want to
chain together those live action trailers. Dude, those are movies enough.
I want to see
for
that.
The puppies. Am I right?
For the puppies. I want to see that stuff. I want to see this game and community continue to keep growing, because another game that you built that I hold dear and near to my heart, Halo. Full circle. Again, I played the shit out of that game. Bungie, I have probably 10,000 hours in that game. Probably more. I played that game nonstop. I loved your guys' campaigns. When you guys left, it wasn't the same. And I could tell because that Bungie magic was there. But then it came out the TV show, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. Again, it was it's all right. But you know what it did? It made me download Infinite. And then I wanted to play Infinite. And then I watched the TV show, and then I would come back to that. That's what would happen if you have a show. You're gonna have people keep coming in. Again, people come play because Bife makes videos. I want to see you do that, Bungie. Somehow do that. Invest in the game that is your bread and butter. I get it, marathon, it's coming. But don't lose the cash cow, because again, you made something special. Continue that special.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only quick thing I'll add on to it was actually one of the videos that Cross just covered recently. I forget the original creator, but I don't want to take anything away from them. It was just kind of covering the overall art direction of the game and kind of where it went. I think that was part of the mystique that you kind of mentioned earlier that Destiny's missing right now. Like, we need better skyboxes, we need better interactions, we need those little like quirks that you see when you're like, oh cool, like I didn't realize there were fish in this pond, or I didn't realize that when you aim at roaches they scatter in the tower. Like, yeah, it sounds stupid on paper, but those little quirks are what Halo does well, what Destiny 1 did well. Yeah. And I think that it adds the charm to that Destiny 1 that maybe Destiny 2 is a little bleak.
Yeah,
like visually fantastic game. It looks better than Destiny 1 in every single way, shape, and form because the graphics are better.
Yeah.
But art direction wise, it just seems kind of minimalistic in a way.
Yeah.
The UI on it, the guns on it, they have this weird like polish to them that Destiny 1 had, this rugged, like you felt wonderment of this is a new world. It's kind of rugged. There's post-apocalyptic aspects to it. Destiny 2 is like space age, everything seems shiny and polished, and I need that ruggedness. I need that immersion that brings me back into it.
Yeah, man.
And it could just be as simple as upgrading some textures or upgrading colors here and there. Yeah. But focus on that.
Yeah. I don't think I had this in here, but I just thought of it and get your opinion on it. Do you think the new seasonal or the new like release schedule for Destiny is good, or do you think we should go back to the one big expansion and then follow it up with seasons, like little seasons?
I think it's good that they're trying something out that's new. I don't know if I like one specifically more than the other. I mean, the expansions, that their benefit was they had a giant hype train behind them.
Yeah.
You would have this one massive thing and then a whole bunch of little things that spurred off of it that kind of continued the story in weird ways.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent to it right now. I'd like to see how this looks like over the next like 6 months to a year to really get a better feel for it, because we're comparing that short time range to 7 years of content. So
fair. Again, I'm kind of with you right now. I'm not sure. I do think I like this model better because I find myself playing more, because there is more frequent updates. Again, we might not be getting the big meaty campaigns and stuff that we were getting, but I'm okay with that as long as I have something to keep doing throughout the weeks. Again, festival is going to bring me back next week. We'll be grinding that out because, again, 6-player activity, Bungie. Good thinking. 6-player activity. We'll go in there with
the boys. Make it a 12-man. Make it a 12-man.
Make it a 12-man. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, this is totally off topic, but I just thought about that the other night when I was laying in bed. Imagine a 12 or like a 6-man activity where there's a 6-man over here, 6-man over here, and you guys have to do stuff in
In
sync.
sync.
Yeah, to
Oh,
get, and then maybe you have to come together as 12, and then you have to
our
split back
fire
out.
team has done the same raid 12 times over, and it's always like the first time whenever we load
That's
into it. I can
facts.
only imagine us getting paired up with another 6-man and people wanting to jump off a bridge by the time they're
Oh
done
shit,
running VOG.
man.
So,
But yeah, but again, something to explore, Bungie.
oh, that would be so much fun. I'm all
Closing
for it.
thoughts. Anything else there, sir, for Destiny?
My closing thoughts is I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the direction that it's heading in. I'm not going to be the naysayer and say, oh my God, Destiny's broken. It's not.
Yeah.
Is it in the state you want it to be? No, which is also true. But I think we have to realize the scope of the game they're making, the scope of the content that they're making. And like I said before, acknowledge the stuff that they're doing good because you need feedback both ways. You need to hear the good stuff that you're doing so they can continue going in that direction, and the stuff that they're doing bad so they can correct it. If even the good stuff is only receiving bad feedback, guess what? Now you're only getting changes that might not be good, or maybe there were some good changes that Bungie's like, ooh, didn't get the best reaction from that one. Time to pivot away and go a completely different direction, and maybe that's even worse than what we had before. So I think the refinement of processes is really the game, not the complete overhaul of processes.
Yep. Sweet, man. Again, my final thoughts are don't be afraid to take risks. Again, there's going to be the people that are in the comments that are just like, this is dead game. And those guys just need to go out and touch grass, Bungie. Don't worry about them, okay? But really take feedback from the people that care about your game, like us, like all of our friends, like Astacross, like Dado. Again, those guys play your game for countless hours. We care. We love your guys' content. Don't be afraid to take risks. Make sure you're finding a model that fits where you can bring the content up to us each time, because we're a bunch of content whores. That's what we are. We want to gobble up all the stuff that you have to offer us. Yeah, again, we want to keep doing that, and I want to see you guys succeed more than ever, because again, this is a game that I truly love. There isn't too many games that I can say that about. This is a game that I truly love, and I want to see it keep growing. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that sums it up right there. You have my wholehearted support.
Yeah.
Don't break it.
Johnny, thanks for tuning in, man. We're going to cover some quick things outside of Destiny right now, but yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. All right, now that we're done with Destiny, game releases and year highlights. Borderlands 4, sir. Again, you got to play a little bit more than me, but what's your thoughts?
I mean, I've been a Borderlands fan from Borderlands 1. I actually only got into it when they announced Borderlands 2. So
Okay.
I didn't really know the franchise too much, but played through that the whole way through. Borderlands 2 had multiple runs in. Borderlands 3, I think that was kind of a fall from stardom. Borderlands 2 was a huge highlight for them. Didn't look good with them putting out the Tiny Tina's Wonderland right after that. I think that received some mixed reviews. Good systems in that, by the way. I think it deserves a little bit more credit than what it gets, but it was tough. It was a game studio going through COVID. It was a product that wasn't really as polished or refined as their other stuff. So coming off of Borderlands 3, not great. Borderlands 4, I feel, is that return to glory. I think it's a game that Borderlands 3 got critiqued for not taking it seriously enough, having like the influencer sort of vibe going on. I don't think there's anyone who played Borderlands 3 that said, oh, wow, the story really captivated me. Just wasn't there. When somebody's like, oh, remember to follow and obey. That's cheesy. That's gimmicky. Like, you're going to lose some people. The opening mission to Borderlands 4 was kind of dark, gritty. Like, you're dealing with a whole bunch of executions and prisoners. If you haven't played it yet, I'm sorry I spoiled the first 30 seconds of the game.
Damn it, Ryan!
Go out there and play it. But I think just the overall tone of the game is where it needs to be. The fact that it's open world is where it needs to be. It's very cohesive between the systems. The fact that I've played through this for over 100 hours now and maybe got 3 legendaries out of it, that's great. That gives me that grind factor I've been looking for. I think Borderlands 3 just spit them out kind of like Destiny is right now, where it's like every single encounter, here's an exotic, and it loses that exotic sort of feel. But I've really been enjoying it. I'd like to see what their content looks like coming up. I think that's going to be the biggest kicker. If they fall flat on their content right now, game's not going to do well. But I
Yeah.
think if they can keep up with it, and it seems like they have a little bit of a roadmap set up,
Yeah.
it should be a really good game.
Yeah. Again, I got to play it for I think like maybe 30 hours. I've been plagued by the crashes and stuff like that, so that kind of sucks and kind of like pushed me back
been
from
rough.
playing it. So I plan on jumping in. I'm just waiting patiently. Again, I have plenty of other games to play right now, which is a fantastic thing and an awful thing for me because again, I like really setting my focus on one thing. But again, I enjoyed the open world concept of it. I love the fact that I fought like one of the first bosses. That was sweet, mechanic driven. Again, brings me back to that Destiny feeling, and I was like, all right, I could really see myself sinking some time into this. And then the crashes started happening, and then I couldn't run, and I was like, breathe. You know what? It's not a game that I have to grind out right now. Again, I can't speak on the other games because I'm fairly new to the Borderlands series. I played 3 for a little bit. Again, kind of lost my interest. I went back and played 1. I actually got pretty far on that on the Switch. I just picked it up as a game to play through. And then I started 2. And I was like, all right, this is actually pretty fun. So again, I'm catching up on all this stuff. And again, I really enjoyed Borderlands 4, but with the issues that I was having, I just kind of paused for it. So I'll have more thoughts when I get some more time sunk into it.
Yeah, and I think to say something about that, not that I'm a huge fan, but like
Mikey, Mike.
the fact that it's only PC sucks, but it also gives me hope that it's not a completely broken game.
Yeah.
Like the console versions are working well. Shitty optimization for PC, like no doubt about it. Running into areas where you have to update your NVIDIA drivers, or you have to make sure that you're decreasing resolution just to get the game to run okay, and the response being, "Well, maybe you just need better hardware."
It's like, motherfucker, I'm running a 4080 top tier bullshit. I don't need a better system.
like
You can lick my balls.
that's not a good view that's going to really win people over. But I think really addressing that issue, there's a good game underlying it. So I don't want to get caught in all the politics behind the game coming out. Like avoiding that, it's a good game so far.
Yeah. Battlefield 6. Let me just do this. Battlefield 6, EA, you deserve your flowers. You want to know what you did? You listened to your community. You build off of that. You play tested for countless of hours.
That's what I'm saying. EA, are you okay? Blink twice if you're not,
Are you
because
being
this is
held
not
hostage?
like you.
Is this the Saudi deal? Did you guys get a little pocket lining before that came through?
If you announce Anthem 2 after this,
Dude, I
might die. I might have an aneurysm
would be
and die.
so erect, I'll lose all blood flow to my brain. But yeah, kudos to you guys. You guys killed it. Battlefield 6, I'm having a fantastic time. Again, I'm playing with my boys. We're getting involved. We're just having fun. And sometimes we need to remember that video games are meant to have fun. Don't get me wrong. I am a Sweat Wall Street here, live and present. But I have my games that I want to do that in. Shout out to Apex. I love Apex Comp. It's the best there is. But man, jumping in a tank, crashing planes because I can't drive those bitches. So much fun.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I think Battlefield 2042, whatever it was.
Mike said his name is Anthem 2.
Oh, I love it. But no, I think 2042 was dog shit game. It didn't do much for the player base. It started to use systems that were kind of Call of Duty-ish, and it's like if somebody wants to play Call of Duty, they're going to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So Battlefield, get away from that whole mentality. Do what you did well in 3, did what you do well in 4, and Battlefield 1. Like you have a good system there, but this has been great. It's drop in and play, objective-based content. Give us more.
Yeah. And then something that you and I got to experience together, and along with our buddy in chat here, Mike, we got to play Arc Raiders, and let me tell you what, again, Embark Studios, holy shit. First of all, dude, that game is beautiful. It is cinematic, and it runs so smooth. Yeah. So smooth. And we're jumping into that right after this, I believe. So, dude, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. need I say any more than Arc Raiders? You are fantastic.
I think it's hard to say something because it's such a unique game.
Yes.
Like extraction shooters exist. That's not the unique part, but like the art design behind it, just the overall vibe, it's like 1950s meets futuristic apocalyptic sci-fi. Like the overall environment was cool. When you, Mike, and I were playing through, you're dealing with, oh my gosh, I think that's a person there, and then all of a sudden you're killed by a robotic spider with miniguns for arms. Like that's some insane gameplay.
Yeah, the dynamic weather that's in it too. Like you could go up and it's sunny and it's like, oh, this is beautiful. Next thing you know, there's thunder going on. And you're like, oh my god, it's scary as shit through here. We gotta extract. The sirens are going off. And big ass spider robots are coming after us. Like, dude, what?
Ugh. And that extraction system with that elevator right there at the end,
and
nerve wracking.
And the music too. When you're going, dude. Fantastic.
I just hope the main game released just as well as the beta did a few months ago, because that was already crispy clean. I would have played that as a main game, so I'm looking forward to see what a polished version of that looks like.
And you know what? And Bark, let me give you this too. Let me give you flowers here too. People were pissed when you didn't come out when it was gonna launch that one day. It was after Gamescom or whatever it was, and you guys were like, "No, it's not coming out like this. We got you a trailer. It's gonna come out later in the year." And people are like, "Well, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna play it. You should have dropped it right now." It's like, I commend you for saying, "Dude, we want to launch a polished game." You want to know why Rockstar doesn't get shit? Because they make games. It's been 10 fucking years, actually longer than 10 years. But they make games that come out and they're polished, they're finished, they run great. Again, GTA Online, different story. But again, that was something new that they were experimenting with. Kudos to you guys for saying, we don't care. You guys are going to play it if you want to play it. We're going to make a polished game. And again, I know the finals gets a lot of praise because people like it. Again, it wasn't my thing, but I can see why people like it. And I can see why people love Arc Raiders. And I'm going to be one of those people that loves Arc Raiders. And again, I got to come back to Bungie. I love Bungie, and I'm really interested to try out Marathon. But they're going to have to steal my heart away from you because you guys hit the nail right on the head, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to this weekend playing through that again.
Yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
We'll end the conversation there.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
Comes out November 14th. Again, I give Call of Duty so much shit. I give them so much shit because, again, it's another studio I love. They made some great memories. I mean, again, some of the campaigns that they developed were fantastic. Some of the gameplay they developed, it's fantastic. But you guys have lost your way somewhere along the way. You guys became all about the store and adding Ninja Turtles and fucking Nicki Minaj. I don't want that stuff.
This is the main joke between Call of Duty and Battlefield right now.
Yeah.
Like the advertisements for it with the Zac Efron thing, and like they know that they're over the top with it, and I think player bases are starting to get a little worn out by that.
Yeah. Like, I don't need to see them to buy your game. Matter of fact, I loved when we just got a clip of the campaign and that was your advertisement and then like a little bit of piece of the multiplayer. I want to see you get back to that. Please come back to that because, again, I hate shitting on you guys so much, but I'm doing it because I love you and I want you guys to develop great games again. Again, I want to be able to log into Call of Duty with my boys and, run that shit for hours like we used to. But that's not the case right now. And especially with Battlefield coming out and just being perfect. Again, and the other thing that they're doing better than you guys right now is they're addressing feedback right away. Like, oh, you guys don't like that? Patched. We're on it. We got you guys. Oh, there's an issue there? Fixed. On it. Got it. Like, I just saw a long list today on Twitter of like things that they're improving. Oh, you guys were complaining that it took too long to level up guns? Hey, we're going to boost that by 10%. Okay, I didn't mind, but sweet, whatever. I'll do that. Get back to that, Activision. Get back to that Call of Duty. Again, I want to love your games, but it's not doing it for me right now. And again, you guys had a great opportunity to build off of Warzone, but you guys fell into that money-hungry state where you're like, oh, well, you got to buy our game to level up these guns, and then you can have meta. I don't want meta. Any battle royale that comes out, and I'm really interested to see what Battlefields does, and I hope it's somewhat like this. Listen to me clearly. All battle royales. Apex has the best system. You loot guns on the ground. The fight is fair across the board. You need to learn characters and their abilities. They have the best comp there is in the game. Period. Their LANs, their professional players are some of the best things that I've ever watched in my life. Hands down. They don't have to grind out guns that don't matter. Shit that's not tied to them. Everything that launches in that game is dropped on the ground. They rotate stuff. They keep stuff fresh. Copy that meta, and I promise you're going to succeed.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take the different facet from the Black Ops era, and like, I'm a player that really focuses on the campaign and the multiplayer. For me, I completely lost interest in the Call of Duty series when the newest Modern Warfare 3 came out. I think that was such like a drop of the campaign. The very first mission felt like it was just a war zone, like, hey, we're just going to get you kind of in the mood for this so you can drop in. Like, I want to see the good storytelling they had. They had some great storytelling. Yeah. I mean, Black Ops 1 going through the numbers, Mason. Yeah, everybody jokes around about it, but that was a great story that had twists in it. Call of Duty as a whole, like the Modern Warfare series, great storytelling, great sound scores. The Wolverines mission in Modern Warfare 2, one of the best missions ever.
Yeah.
I will defend that Burger Town
to
Russians.
My death. No Russians.
Good for different reasons, but yeah. But yeah, just getting into the mindset of having like fun multiplayer, fun campaigns, not pushing this whole like futuristic thing or trying to come up with these new advanced systems. Like, you guys made good games where you could only jump 2 inches off the ground and you would just run and gun. That's fine. I don't need to have jetpacks to take me to another planet.
Yeah. A good take, man. Well, Rye, anything else that you're looking forward to?
Man, I'm looking forward to a week that's like 25/8 or something, because I need more time to play games.
Ooh, seriously.
Like, all the stuff I'm looking forward to is just coming out back to back to back, and unfortunately all of it has been really good. All the Destiny updates, Borderlands, Battlefield, Arc Raiders, like, the list goes on. New World, they just had an expansion. World of Warcraft is having an expansion. Like, I need more hours in the day to go through this, because finally it feels like gaming's back. Feels like we're in a little bit of a drought, but we're back, baby.
Good thing we're getting all these games when it's coming up to cold season where you don't want to go outside, so that's a plus. So the only thing that I have to shout out, and I didn't bring up in this, is a game that I've been playing recently, Hades 2. I don't know who's familiar with it, but Hades 2, again, hats off, man. That roguelike, and I've been playing on a Switch too. And I just find myself sinking so much time into that when I'm just sitting on the couch chilling, the wife's reading a book, and, you know, son's running around the house like crazy, or he's playing Roblox or whatever it is. But man, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful game, and it's fun to play. So shout out to them. And then outside of that, I mean, I'm ready for some more Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, and Destiny updates, baby. Yeah. So, guys, that's it from us. Rye, thank you. It's been fun.
Of course.
Where can people find you at?
They can find me under a rock by their local bridge. But if that's occupied, you can find me on Twitch under BS Ghost. You can find my TikTok under the same name. Going to try to start streaming here a little bit more. I'm poor. I need a better capture card right now, so set up a GoFundMe if you're there.
I love that.
Appreciate it.
And guys, you know where you can find me. Twitch.tv/Black Wall Street. You can find me on TikTok, the same name. Again, we're looking forward to doing this. We have decided that we're going to do this every other week. Again, if this becomes a big turnout, we're going to maybe up it. Maybe we'll do it weekly. But again, we're doing this because we love games and we love talking to each other. And again, there's going to be times where we probably have some people on this. Again, more people that enjoy games and love doing what we do. So,
Mike over here giving out the donations for a new capture card.
Oh, love
Mike,
that.
I'll drive there and kiss you on the lips if you can have it.
So, what's going to happen now? We're going to switch over. I'm not going to shut down the stream. We're just going to jump over to that other thing after I take a quick little break. But, Rye, I appreciate your time, brother. And are you ready to get involved with some Arc Raiders?
I am elated to get involved with that.
All right,
But
baby.
before I do that, I'm gonna have to drive and kiss Mike on the mouth so I can get a new capture card. So
that is
up until
so-
that point, you won't see me streaming on game, but I will be in the voice chat.
That is so hot. But all right, chat. We're gonna jump over here, baby. Thanks for tuning in for the podcast. Now we're gonna get into some more exciting shit in our
Later.
Bye.